teacher. I am Supaporn Netwan. Today, we would like to present about dealing with plagiarism in the academic community, emotional engagement, and moral distress. And in our presentation, have a segment part. First, introduction. The second, purpose. The third, literature review. Fourth, data and method. And 5. Result and conclusion. For introductions, plagiarism is very damaging to those who do and those involved. This research is intended to find perspective, idea and analysis of the copying of student research and to find ways to deal with plagiarism. Scholars define the plagiarism of student research as moral problems and plagiarism with list of sheet, Barrett and Clark 2005, Grotifer and Tyson 2014, McDonald and Carroll 2006. So let's move on to purpose. The first, to know the way that teachers deal with plagiarism in work and also keeping a good working relationships. And the last one, to analyze the job needs to deal with plagiarism, including teachers who can help them with these needs. So let's move on to Oraya Kisakun.
Okay, literature review. Plagiarism as a form of academic dishonesty. Plagiarism of author by copying the text of author without giving credit to the original author, which is not an act of faithfulness to oneself and others. Park 2003. Plagiarism is dishonesty and violates the copyright of author by bringing the article into one's own. This is a violation of intellectual property right of copyright holder and has different effects according to the offenses committed. Walking 2010, Eggowek and Richardson 2004. Plagiarism is a type of cheating that can occur in all forms of education. City 2007. Okay, let's move on to Pisek Phongphak.
Of the second literature review dealing with student plagiarism in academia. However, plagiarism of students is getting more and more problematic when using the internet and information technology. It's Whisper, Cosmos Focus, and Soda Nerd 2010. Scholarships are very important and necessary for the creation of tools for detecting plagiarism tag matching. Software E.G. Walker 2010 and our codes E.G. Turner and Beamster 2003. Both tools are said to be tools that can be used to solve problems in student plagiarism. However, teaching or proving knowledge from expert teacher can still teach students and understand appropriately. Okay, next, Ekarat Wongjarustit.
For data and method, in this research, the goal is on the nature of student plagiarism as a job demand on teachers. We were interested in teacher experiences of student plagiarism and we have gathered the data through interview with teachers from two universities and two different institutional arrangements with respect to student plagiarism. The first data set from University A was collected between 2011 and 2015, which consists of 11 interviews of teachers in University A. The second data was collected by the first author from University B in 2014, which consists of 7 interviews, and we used an interview protocol from a previous study in University A with slight modification for University B. And we focus on specific thematic theme in the round of analysis by proceeding on different topics which are discussed as follows. First, emotional reaction to plagiarism. Second, view of plagiarism as a transaction and whether it is deliberate or accidental. And third, addition at round on any separate demand elements. And finally, resource elements. And we compile this analysis. We are not able to discuss the data openly, but this analysis can separate the data set in a true category and identify the reason for student plagiarism. And let's move to ลุงการแก้วนรงค์
Okay, for the result, first, lecture in the personal pedagogical relationship. The teacher is committed of facilitating student learning, but if student plagiarism, they not only harm the teaching relationship by violating trust, but also hinder the teacher from succeeding. Second, a challenge to the supervisory gatekeeping responsibility. The highest responsibility is the teacher, which the teacher must observe and eliminate the plagiarism before the student go out to work. The first thing that come into contact with plagiarism is, do this student have sufficient academic knowledge? Next come the feeling of embarrassment, disappointment, anxiety, and worry about the quality and reputation of the study when they discovered plagiarism. Thus, a blend in everyday normality. The third is, it is normal to disobey order. The plagiarism has been revealed to be a violation of the order. Some teachers are frustrated and disappointed to suspect their student. This is the reason that's why do teacher and students have to discuss this issue.
The words ambivalences in the explanation of plagiarism. Confusion between teacher and student. It is possible that there may be confusion in regards to plagiarism, resulting in imitation of both intent and unintentional misunderstanding about plagiarism or not enough academic knowledge.
Okay, next to Premruth Jamprit.
For the burden of accusation, verifying and disciplining. It has the second topic of element of deciding decision about copying student research. Emotional accusation of any kind can be detrimental and may cause the accused to feel guilty about this. First, plagiarism may result in students showing inappropriate reaction that, in addition to causing emotional stress, are steadfast in finding evidence and proving plagiarism. It took us many hours to investigate, but we must be sure that there will be no accusation of students in the copying of the research, which made with failed accusation may lead to rebel charges. Some professors with experience in considering the copying of student research have said that it is difficult to speak neutral or not to attack too many students, and the teacher admits that the consideration of copying student research is important and reflects human relation and psychological problem. Second, most teachers point out that counterfeit detection software is a good and useful tool. Although relatively new, but at least this software is useful. Although many people like to ask if it's a big deal, but the standard. This tool can help to reduce the copying work. Many teachers think that they should not work with students that break credibility. So, this case should be handled and assessed. Many teachers agreed on the principle that when there is not honesty, they can work together or not. For the conclusion, finally, this research dealing with plagiarism in the academic community, emotional engagement, and moral distress show that there are various demands that make dealing with plagiarism a strenuous task, but university also can provide how to deal with this problem. Thank you for listening.